A lot of people seem to think, you know, there are like these few tips that you follow, right? There are like these few tips you follow, and if you follow them, you'll be diamond. I'm not gonna lie to you and say that I didn't make videos trying to persuade you guys to to follow just 3 tips, whatever, to get to diamond. But you know, the thought that maybe these 3 or 4 things can get me to this one rating that I absolutely want. You know, I think it's true though. I made master tier after 5. What is it? I think it's been 4 or 5 seasons of me being silver, of me being diamond. I finally made master tier, and the thing is, I did do about 3 things differently this time than that I didn't do last time. And let's go over that today. One of the first things I did differently was I played with counter picks. I played with counter picks, and I think this really applies to Diamond 4 games and above. That counter picking is actually a big deal. And in lower ELOs, I noticed when I was leveling up my Smurf is that people don't abuse you for the champions that you pick. Like if I pick a Gangplank into a Jace, if I pick a Gangplank into a Jace in low ELO, the Jace wouldn't really harass me. Like realistically, the Jace should be on top of my minion wave and harassing me out of range of my of CSing his minions. But you find that in low ELOs, people just simply don't abuse, you know, the strengths that they have. So counter picking is actually a big deal. Don't counter pick yourself, and don't blind pick a champion that you know can be counter picked easily. For example, I play a lot of Twisted Fate. I don't like blind picking Twisted Fate that much, mainly because in the current meta, Talon is a really big champion, Zed is a really big champion, and the number of times I've blind picked Twisted Fate into a Talon and Zed from my climb to master tier is quite a few times. They've done it quite a few times, and I've fed my ass off quite a few times. So counter picking, very big deal. Stay on top of that shit. Use champion GG and stuff. Second thing, play champions that can abuse early and mid game. Don't go for late game champions. Don't play, like, as a Gangplank main, this hurts me to say this, but don't play champions like Gangplank if you want to make master tier. Not saying that I didn't play Gangplank. When I made it to master tier, I did play quite a few games of him. You want to play champions, especially in the mid lane. If you're a mid laner, you want to play champions that can carry the early and mid game. So, and late game really doesn't matter that much. As long as you can snowball a lead, because it's not only about snowballing a lead, it's also, part of the game is also about team morale. And if you play a champion that, like for example Gangplank, if you play a champion early that's weak early, you know, and you keep constantly telling your team in team chat, like, don't worry, we can do this, I'm gonna get fed late. Like, it's never gonna happen, dude. It's never ever gonna happen. Your team is still gonna get rolled over by the enemy team, and then by the time it's like 20 minutes in and you've lost all your outer towers and all your inner towers, you can't just keep on motivating your team to play the game, because they'll just lose hope and start to tilt. So don't rely on late game champions. Pick champions that are early and mid. Like I picked Twisted Fate's quite a good early game champion. If you use your red cards quite a lot to push in a wave, or if you play Aurelion Soul, you can level 1, level 2 cheese the enemy for first blood if you're really good. So pick champions that are good early and mid. For my third tip is play proactively. Don't wait for shit. Like if you're still learning at League of Legends, like this is, I think, a tip that applies to all leagues, but like push leads. Whenever you see a lead or small opening, just take it, you know. I don't know how to explain it in the best way possible. It's something you're gonna have to build over your career of playing League, but more so that I've done it this season, getting to mastery, than I've done other seasons, is I've been proactive with my plays. I've been just, you know, just pushing shit, even from the get-go, just pushing in my wave. Like if you can play a champion that's a strong pusher, then do it. And if you think you can guess where the enemy jungler is in their jungler, then go for an invade. If you can constantly gank bot lane, do it. Just keep, you know, going for these kills. Quite a few times actually. I think more than half of the games I've played, from like Diamond 4 to Master Tier, I've lost my tower. Like I play a lot of mid lane. I've been the first one to lose my tower over my enemy opponent. However, while I've lost my tower, because I'm playing like champions like Aurelion Sol and Twisted Fate who keep roaming, I always get first blood tower on maybe bot lane tower or top lane tower. So I make up for it like that. And the difference is that while you may lose a tower, alright, while you may lose a tower and that's lame, and technically your opponent gets a large lead off of that, getting kills is actually, I think getting kills just helps with team morale better. I know how people are like, don't care about kills that much, but if you can start raking up kills and then then push in for a tower later on, just giving up maybe the first tower of your lane, and pushing for kills and maybe a tower in a different lane, you can always, you know, once bot lane tower's down, they can always rotate back mid and take that tower. So yeah, I just wanted to keep this video pretty short, but the 3 things I went over were counterpicking. Counterpicking is a big deal. Play champions that are strong in the early mid game, Twisted Fate, any of the meta, actually I think every single one of the meta champions are early and mid game champions if you notice. And the final point is pushing the leads you already have. So I just wanted to keep this video short and sweet, guys, really impromptu. I don't have a script for this, so I just wanted to release this video out there. So thanks for listening. I think I might be streaming today, but I'm not really sure. But if you aren't already subscribe to me here. Follow me on twitch.tv/Nikjojo, where I just do educational streams and yada yada, just like any other League streamer. So I'll catch you guys then. Thanks for watching.